Hello, I'm Owen from Square Balloon. We're a digital marketing and web agency, and today I'm going to talk you through some cool tips on eClincher. So if you haven't used eClincher, I'll give you a quick look at what it is. It's a posting tool for social media accounts, basically. And one thing you might notice on social media is, aside from your regular daily posts about your company updates, your tips and tricks, or whatever you're posting about, a lot of people also post on special days. So an obvious one would be Christmas, but there are less obvious ones which might be more related to your niche, and I'll show you some examples of that. So here we have World Mental Health Day, and if you look, you see lots of people posted about it. This person's got a quote, this person's got a nicely designed thing. There's a lot of, positives or quotes and stuff like that, and it's great. Everyone gets involved in it. So a real good reason for you to do this, first of all, is engagement. People do like to click on these things. They do like to show support for World Mental Health Day. They do like to write comments, and they do like to like it, and sometimes they share it as well. And that's especially with World Mental Health Day, but it could be with other things as well. The second reason is that whilst this is all going a bit viral on that day, everybody is using the same hashtags. So if we have a look at this one, we'll find the hashtag, which is, in fact, please take this post seriously. So that's a very strong call to action on that post. The hashtag is World Mental Health Day. So I've just put that on Instagram, and these are all the posts that talked about it. So you can actually pick a bit of traction up from using the same hashtag as everyone else. So I guess your first question is going to be, how do I know which hashtag to use? And it's a really good question, and it's one that eClincher will help you to solve. So I'm in the publishing and scheduling part of eClincher, and what you'll see is these yellow dots. So I'll hover on them. So you can see on the 1st of May, it might be a bit small, I'll read them out to you. It's May Day, International Workers' Day, School Principals Day, and Global Love Day. So now, you can imagine May Day, you could probably apply that to pretty much any company. You could post about that. If you don't know what it is, go Google it and look it up. But you can probably apply that to any company. However, there's a couple of interesting ones there. So there's International Workers' Day. Of course, maybe all of your employees should be allowed to post. That would be a nice little campaign to run. But, key thing, make sure they're using the hashtags from eClincher is giving them to you. So it's doing the work for you. So what else could use that? Maybe a recruitment company. They're employing workers all the time. Maybe they could take advantage of this. And then there's School Principals Day. If you're working with schools, perhaps you could do a post congratulating that school and the principal. So you're interacting with them and getting some engagement that way. But encourage them to share it on their own feed, maybe. Love Day. You could apply that to anybody, really. You could be in the sex toy industry, or you could just be saying, Happy Love Day to all our employees. There's many ways to apply that. But eClincher gives it all the way through the month. It's got little dates, and I have got it on the month view, so I'm a bit quicker for me to look at it. And the great thing is, you just click the pencil, and it starts to make you a post. So you don't have to think about it, save it in another tool, save it in a spreadsheet, or whatever. However, I will give you a good reason why you might want to do that in a minute. I'm not going to make a post, because we would design all of our posts properly, but that's how you do it. The next thing to do is this button over here. So now I can make a note. So you can see I've made one before. Don't forget to post about World Teacher Day for our teachers recruitment client. You probably wouldn't post about the teachers for recruitment client, but maybe they're recruiting teachers. So it's easy enough to write a note. Dear team, don't forget to thank your favourite teacher from school and make sure you tag them. So that would be a really good way for all of our team working together to tag their teachers and say, I always remember Mr. Jones and this story that I had, and because of him I've now got a great job at this company. Thank you, Mr. Jones, really appreciate all your help. What a great way to get loads and loads of traction and jump on a bandwagon. But that's not the only thing. It's not the only thing. There are other ways you can do this stuff. And one of those things is that people write blogs about this. People write blogs. You could write a blog, but even if you don't, other people do. I suggest you do. Why not? Why not write a blog about World Love Day a week after World Love Day and say, World Love Day was a great success. We posted this, but here are 10 of our other favourite ideas. Put a link to their Instagrams, tell the people that you've done it, send them a direct message saying, listen, we've written about you on this blog. If you would share it to your social media posts, we would absolutely love that. Great job, well done on your social media posts. What a great way to get traction to your blog, and also just get some awareness by messaging people around. Another thing that we use this for, and I think this is a really cool way of doing it, we actually do take them out of this tool. And a real good way of doing that is actually eClincher gives you an export way of doing things, and you could do this by creating all the posts and exporting them. Might be a bit slow if you actually create the design, so perhaps you just click on here. If I go back to my screen, perhaps you just click on to the yellow dot. Mouse is gone. Great. Click onto the yellow dot and schedule a post, and just put it into draft mode and just say World Teachers Day, for example. That would be a really good way of doing it. Then you take them to your client and you say, hey, next month World Teachers Day is coming up. We think that would be great for you guys if your team had this little campaign where they thank their teachers. That would be amazing. Would you be prepared to do that? Can you find any of your teachers online? Of course, if you're 70, you probably won't be able to, but if you're 22, you might be able to. So it's worth thinking about that sort of. I just made this campaign up, by the way, so you don't have to follow this campaign idea I've come up with. But it's a really good way of showing to your client, hey, look, we went away and we did some research. And you haven't really done much because you've just used eClincher. You could go on Google and do some research as well to supplement it. But it's a really good way of saying, hey, next month and the month after, we've been planning ahead. We know what we're doing. We're really experts at this, and we want to know, are any of these days related to you? We think these ones are, but can you think a way of spinning the others into being related with you? And we run a campaign on that as well. So it's a really good way of looking good in front of your client, looking like you're doing your job properly, you're planning ahead, and you're doing a great job for them. That's enough from me. I've been Owen from Square Balloon. If you like my tips, please do comment below. Please tell me if I've missed anything, or if you use it in a different way, or you've got other cool ways of doing things. Would love to hear your ideas. If there are some ideas that I haven't talked about, but you think, hey, would love to hear him talk about that, put that in the comment. And please do subscribe and show the love if you'd like us to keep posting. Thanks very much for watching.